alone. They have to reject passivity. When David heard of it, he sent Joab and all the army, the mighty men, be strong, and let us show ourselves courage for the sake of our people and for the cities of our God. And may the Lord do what is good in his sight. It's Samuel, 2 Samuel 10, 7 through 12. But on that same token, the 7 and 12, if you read the whole thing there, you'll see that they went. David, he heard people were going to fight him, sent out his men behind. He had the other people left. They got scared of him, I guess. They left. Because God was on David's men's side, and he wasn't on the other men's side. But God could do some great things, because they was outnumbered. I searched for a man among them who would build up the wall and stand in the gap before me and for land, so that I would not destroy it. But I found no one. That's Ezekiel 22:30. In that, God wants to build us men to be better men in his eyes and everybody else's eyes too. Amen. So, we can be good men in God's eyes and hide ourselves from everybody else. You know what? He wants everybody to know that we are men of God. And there's some other scriptures that can go with this. And that's Psalm 101, Proverbs 14:23, Proverbs 26, Jeremiah 5:1, Ezekiel 22:23 through 31, John 10:11 through 13, and James 1:23 through 25. Thank you.
Good job. Number 2. Thank you, brother. Praise God, it's wonderful to be in the house of the Lord. Mine says, speak out. Silence in the midst of sin is sin. Be courageous. Fear God, not men. Speak the truth in love. The way I interpret that is we have to set an example. If we got the friend, remember that if people walking and seeing it, it's our job as Christians to go talk to that person, to go in with the Lord. Because you never know, like we had an unfortunate deal here a while back, and I knew one of the guys very well. You know, I talked to him several times about the Lord, and next thing you know, his life is snapped out. So it is our job as Christians to do this. And it goes on down here. It says, better is open rebuke, that love is concealed. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but deceitful are the kisses of an enemy. People, they'll come to you and say, hey, I'm here to help. But a lot of times they're the enemy. A lot of times they're come to kill and destroy. That's what Satan does, comes to kill, steal, and destroy. That was Proverbs. That comes from Proverbs 27, 5 through 6. Next one is open your mouth for the mute, for the righteous and the unfortunate. Open your mouth. Judge righteously and defend the rights of the afflicted and the needy. Proverbs 31:8-9. There's a lot of people out there, they don't know about God. They don't know about the Bible. And I thank God I had the opportunity to go on Larry Jones Ministries, Tanzania, East Africa, and Camp Decorating, where the crippled children was. And there was people there, they hadn't heard about it. They didn't know what this was. And I was glad that I was a part of that. Going on down, says, but sanctify through Christ in your hearts. Always be ready to make a defense to everyone who asks you to give account for your hope that is in you, with the gentleness and reverence. First Peter 3:5. I tell people I'm a Christian. I tell people I attend this church. And I'm glad I'm a member of this church. I got a CD ministry where I pass out CDs and Bibles. Let people know, talk to people, say, hey, do you know Jesus as your Lord and Savior? Psalm 95 talks about where we lift him up, we worship him. It said in his hands are, Psalm 95:4, his hands are the depths and the mountains, peaks belong to him. Everything is his. This is not my home. This is not pastor's home. We're just passing through. We're here temporarily. And if I may take a minute to share something with you real quick, if it's okay. It's called The Broken Rose. A little boy, his father passed away. His dad's favorite flower was a rose. Come Christmas Eve, the little boy wanted to get his dad a rose, and all he had was 10 cents. He goes to the forest, and all the forest had was one broken rose. It's all been over, it was dead. I'm gone. He took the rose, the forest didn't charge him. He took the rose and put it on his father's grave and said a prayer. Next morning, little boy gets up on Christmas morning and he goes out, and there's a prettiest rose this year beside a touch of the Master's hand. No matter what we've done in our lives, a touch of the Master's hand. Thank you, and God bless each and every one of you.
Thank you, Randy. Number 3.
Hey, brother.
My name's Joe, and I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. Stand strong. Stand strong. Don't give in when you are challenged, attacked, or criticized. Now behold, I have made you today as a fortified city and as a pillar of iron and as walls of bronze against the whole land, the kings of Judah, to its priests, to the people of the land. They will fight against you, but they will not overcome you. For I am with you to deliver you, declares the Lord. Jeremiah 1:18-19. Therefore, my beloved brethren, my steadfast, immovable ways, abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that your toil is not in vain in the Lord. 1 Corinthians 15:58. Be of sober spirit. Be on the alert. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour, but resist him. Firm in faith, knowing that the same experiences of suffering are being accomplished by your brethren who are in the world. 1 Peter 5-8. Then I'll read it here in Jeremiah 1:18-19. My power will make you strong like a fortress, or a column of iron, or a wall of bronze. You will oppose all of Judah, including its kings and leaders, its priests and people. They will fight back, but they won't win. I, the Lord, give my word. I won't let them harm you. Last week, you asked me up here to speak right away. Today you gave me 45 minutes to think about it. Thanks. I got the easiest one by accident, I guess. When I was a kid, my father would put me in a car. And it could be a good talk, it could be a bad talk. And a lot of times he liked to talk about people. He was a real people person. He's gone now, God rest his soul. And it wasn't to pick somebody out. It wasn't to single anybody out. He wanted me to know and understand that you don't offend people. You don't say the wrong thing, especially when you're with your buddies. That was his big thing, your buddies. He did not like it when young men gather around. He just knew he was a young guy himself one time, and it was to make me understand how not to offend people. Well, this takes it a step farther when you follow the Lord, when you do His work. When I was a kid, if I did something wrong, I was afraid of my dad. In this situation here, you do something wrong, it's a long time to pay the price. My time up. Thank you.
God bless you.
Number 4.
My name is Bill, and I'm a born again believer in Jesus Christ. Stay humble. Be vigilant against pride. Get the log out of your eye. Don't think less of yourself. Think of yourself less. Let the righteous smite me in kindness and reprove me. It is oil upon the head. Do not let the head be refused or still. My prayers is against the wicked deeds. Psalms 145. You younger men, likewise. Be subject to the elders, and all of you clothe yourself with humility toward one another. For God is opposed to the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Therefore humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God, that He may exalt you at the proper time, casting all your anxiety on Him, because He cares for you. 1 Peter 5:5-7. I'm going to read the Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not onto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct thy path. Just like the songs before, they had meaning. He is worthy of honor and glory. He is worthy of all your praise. He does so much for us if we just let Him have His way. He will guide and direct you every day. There is no better love than this. He is awesome and powerful in every way. So I ask you to constantly read His Word and believe it. From Genesis through Revelation, from A through Z, and He will direct your path. This Word is the most inspiring Word that you can read, trust, and believe. Thank you, and God bless.
Amen. Five.
Charles, I got to serve the King, seek first His kingdom, His glory, His righteousness, hope in the return, live for the greater. Joshua 24:1-15. Now, fear the Lord, serve Him with all faithfulness. Throw away the gods of your ancestors, worship beyond the Euphrates River in Egypt, and serve the Lord.
But if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, then choose for yourself this day who you will serve. Whether the gods of your ancestors that you served the Euphrates, or the gods of the Amorites, or the gods of the cell phones and Facebook, or the gods of TV, or the gods of sports, in whose land you are now living. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
Amen.
It is so important. You know, we may not see some of the gods that they hadn't seen around them. We got so many other distractions that can become gods for us. We need to make sure that those don't become our distractions, and we always do put God first. You know, sometimes, yeah, TV, a little bit is bad, but it can become your God if it takes away from time to pray, time to study. There's also other areas you can serve by serving here at the church. But this is so much live for now, when we really need to live for eternity, and the Lord we're going to get, the rewards we're getting in eternity. Because if you do serve God, He will make known way your path to you, and you'll find Him. And you will fill us with joy in your presence, with eternal pleasure at your right hand. So even though we go through challenges, if we're feeling down, are we really doing what God wants? You know, He says He'll fill us with joy. Yes, we're going to have challenges through life, but through this year, He also says we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, so that each one of us may receive what is done for us, do for us the things done while in the body, whether good or bad. So when we pass on this earth, the things we do today are going to make a difference of what we have and what our eternal reward is in heaven. And that will be known for eternity. You know, whether we're the low man in the totem pole or we're higher up. No, we're not going to be the right seated in the right hand of God Himself. But we all have a position that God's going to have for us according to what we do here. In Hebrews 6:10, God is not unjust. He will not forget your works and the love you have shown Him as you have helped His people and continue to help them. Now, there's so many areas that we can plug in here. You just ask Pastor or some other people around, or we can plug in and help. Pastor's job is to pray. He should never have to drive the van. He should never have to clean the restrooms. He should never have to do some laboring work. If he's allowed to pray, and we step up in the church and help in other areas, this church can go farther and faster with him praying than him doing all the manual work. So I encourage everybody, find some place to plug in. Find some place to serve. It's not just now that you're going to see the reward, joy, and fellowship with other men, but for eternity, it's going to be the greatest reward of all. Thank you.
Amen. Number 6.
Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. And the way the presence of the Lord gets in this place is through prayer. And that's what we're sort of saying today. You know, prayer moves mountains. You know, I've been coming to this church for almost 30 years. And every time, each one of them got a prayer, an intercession prayer. Pastor Dewey had one, Karen had one, and Pastor King got one. You know, when Pastor Dewey had a heart for the lost. And you know, that's why I learned how to pray. Because I've seen, you know, sometimes the front of the altar was lined up, and sometimes it was just me and him. And I see him laying on his face, crying for the church, praying for the church, and stuff. And, you know, Karen, you know, I see her pray too. Pastor Kenny, I see him pray. But, you know, that's what it's all about. Prayer moves ahead of God. And, you know, God wants to do awesome things in this place. But He's calling this church, He's calling each and every one of you to prayer. It's time to get prayer involved in the church. You know, everything's great, but the greatest thing of all is the hand of God and the move in prayer. You know, I see God moving in this place. The foundation has been laid. And I know that God wants to move in this place. God wants to move in your life. God knows exactly where you're at in your life. He knows the problems that you go through. He knows the situation you're going through. He knows the need that you need. He knows the hurting in your body. He knows exactly where he's at. You know, we a lot of times we pray and stuff, but when we get done praying, we pick it up and take it with us. God said, you have had it long enough. He wants us to lean on him. He wants us to pray to him and just to leave it at the altar. And you know, because God wants to move in this place, and God will move in this place. God's going to move. I believe that this is pouring out of the Holy Spirit. He's going to be pouring out upon the churches. All churches that believe in the blood of Jesus Christ, salvation through the blood of Jesus Christ. I believe that the Holy Spirit is going to pour out the Spirit upon people. I believe that we're going to see a move of God that we've never seen before. We got to humble ourselves. The Bible says that my people are humble themselves and seek my will and do my commandments.
Have you got a song picked out? Another song picked out?
And I believe that we're in that stage where we're right at the end
Sounds
of
good.
God doing awesome things.
What are we doing? One more song?
He has done awesome things. He is moving in this place. But we ain't seen nothing yet.
If you can you
God wants to
squeeze
move
one in?
upon each and
That
every one of
candy
you.
hen pill.
God knows.
Just don't
He
give it
wants
all to
you. He knows
Jesus.
what you're going
It's really
through.
good.
He
It
knows
pertains to what
what you
he's
need.
talking about.
He knows your pain. He knows
Give
your
it all
sorrow.
to Jesus.
He wants to.
Right here.
He wants you to lean on him. He wants you to seek him. He wants you to come to his house. He wants you to be what he wants you to be. Not what you want to be. He wants to make something new out of you. He wants to showcase his ministry to you. He wants to do awesome things to this place. And he's going to. But we gotta just open up to God. We gotta forsake ourselves. And because you know, we hide in iniquity. If we hide in unforgiveness in our heart, you know, God will not hear us. We gotta come holy and holy, pure before God, because God is holy and God is pure. And the Bible says that if we hide any iniquity in our heart, the Lord will not hear us. We gotta purify ourselves and see what God wants. We gotta cry out to God and say, God, what do you want me to do? I believe in the men's ministry, because the men's ministry is so based in prayer. And you know, that's the men, as men in this church, we need to be setting the level or setting the standard for the rest of the church to follow. You know, God spoke to him, the man ahead of the house. And you know, we need to teach, we need to walk the walk that God gave us for. We need to walk in holiness, we need to walk in faith. We need to walk in the fullness of God. We need to walk in the love of God. You know, God's going to use the man. Because the men are the head of the house. And he's made the head of the church. But the women are so awesome in this church. Every ministry in this church is so awesome. You know, and we all work together. The beauty of it is it all works together. It all works together. And God sees that. I know that God is pleased. But God wants to do more in this church. And it's up to us. It's up to us that the desires of our heart, God wants to give us. And we want to see our loved ones saved. And we want to see our children saved. And we want to see signs and wonders. Signs and wonders shall follow them that believe. And this is a believing church. This is a Bible believing church. The faith in this church can move. The faith in this church can heal. The faith in this church can deliver. You know, the Lord says without faith it is impossible to please God. And there is faith in this church. There is love in this church. There is unity in this church. And God sees that. And that's pleasing to God. And that's why this church has been here for so long, for so many years. I have seen this church, but there's only been a few people at the. And God has kept this church open. I've been, like I say, over 30 years in this church. And I have seen it with one or two people. I have seen, you know, Pastor Duke came here with 5 children. And what the church paid him. But he was the man of prayer. He prayed, and God supplied every one of his needs. And you know, Kevin and Pastor Kenny, he started the foundation, he started the food pantry, he started celebrating recovery. You know, God's got everything planned out. If we want to be into it, we got to seek His will. We got to humble ourselves. We got to say, Lord, here I am. I deny myself. I let you have your way in me. Have thy way in me. Not my will, but thy will be done. I seek your guidance. I seek your direction. Because, Lord, my heart desire is to do the will that you want me to do. My heart desire is to see my brothers and sisters prosper and health and in love and in peace and in joy. For God comes that we might have love and live more abundantly. The devil wants to destroy this place. And if we give him a head, an inch, he'll take it. But the love of this place, the presence of the Lord is in this place. The faith is in this place. It is awesome. And you know, God, like I say, God's got something for this place. But we as the congregation, we people, God is calling this church, and the church is his people, to pray. He's calling us to battle. Because the war is starting. And he's calling this church to battle. He's saying, lay your burdens upon me and see what I can do. Let's see what God can do. We have tried to handle it ourselves, now let's just leave it in God's hands. Let's put our faith where our prayer is. You know, when we pray, we need to believe that what we're praying for will come to pass. Because if we pray and not say, okay, we pray, that's it. But we need to put faith in our prayer. We need to believe. If we pray for somebody to get sick, we need to believe that God will touch him and heal him. We need to believe in signs and wonders. We need to believe that we serve an awesome God. By the words of his mouth, of the heavens and the earth created. By the stretching of his hand, of the universe created without end. The stars that are without numbers, and yet he named each and every one of them. That's how awesome God we serve. We don't serve a weak and puny God. We serve a mighty and powerful God. That there is nothing impossible. Nothing impossible with God. And we only believe. And we gotta believe. Because I strongly believe that God does a thing for this thing. A thing for this church. Not to glorify man, but to glorify God. To bring the lost into the non-saving grace of Jesus Christ. And I believe that the presence of the Lord is in this place. There is a mighty presence of the Lord in this place. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, what I've got to say, I believed in God since I was 5 years old, probably. Went to church with my mom every Sunday. Before I was running around. And I believe in God, and God really do a lot of healing. In fact, in my mishap, I had about 5 surgeries already. And I'm up there at 8-0, and I'm still walking again with the Lord and everything. Enjoy being with the family around in this church. So I got some great years. Quality man spends time in God's Word. 2 Timothy 2:25. Do your best to present yourself to God as one approved, a worker who has no need to be ashamed, rightly handling the word of the truth. Well, yeah, you'll never be ashamed to go to church. That's where he gets strong and believe in Jesus, and God bless.